Good morning and win forever. I know I've been away for a while, yeah, but you won't blame me. Man must work. Definitely, I give you a promise by February or March, I'll be fully here, with all of us. So, something happened, is it 2 days ago or yesterday? And I feel like sharing that with you. You see, if I wanted to know what gives me this encouragement and this kind of pride about the person of Prophet TB Joshua and the Senator of all nations, that nobody can talk me out of it. You can't confuse me, you can't distract me, you can't you can't just simply talk me out of it, because I've come to realize that Prophet TB Joshua was well tamed, that he had this kind of uncommon common ability to eliminate flesh, and stay full in the spirit till his last day on earth. There is something I've come to realize that gives me more encouragement, and it gives me more pride. Yeah, more pride about Synergy of Ocean as a whole. Is the uniqueness in handling issue, and also looking at how how competent, how strong, how versatile, how dynamic they are in handling any kind of issue. You see, there's this uniqueness about them. That is, they can do the impossible. What is anyone cannot escape simply. I mean, the kind of temptation anyone cannot escape simply. A kind of trial anybody cannot escape simply. You see, that's the one they do. I remember when Daddy was around. A whole lot of people came out with allegation upon allegation that he would have sued so many persons. He would have jailed so many persons. He would have reprimanded so many persons. He would have remanded so many persons. He would have done a whole lot, and he would have been justified, because everyone that came out to say one thing or the other against him till death never presented one tangible evidence. Some said because they heard. Some said because they read. Some said because someone else told them. None of them came with a tangible evidence and said, this thing I'm saying is the truth, and this is it to justify it. None of them. Nobody at all. So he would have jailed so many persons. He would have done a lot, and it would have been justified. Yes, taking them to the law courts, and the law court would have said, yeah, present your evidence. He said, this man is this. Where's your evidence? And he said, no, it's not. It's just that I've felt, and there's nothing like feeling in the law court. You must have a tangible evidence. I hope you understand my point. But he never did any of that. There's no name they didn't call him. There's no insult they didn't pour on him. There's no campaign of calumny. There's nothing absolutely they didn't do to him. But yet he remained steadfast. He never one day took anybody to court. He never one day arrested anybody to that regard. I've never heard one day that he's in court with somebody. Yeah, people took him to court, but he never took someone to court because he was insulted, because he was insulted, or he was wrongly there was a wrong allegation against him, and just name all those negative things. It never did it. And that is something that an average person cannot. Just imagine you and I, and if somebody insults you, you feel like bringing down this roof. But this man would be insulted on national TV, international TV, national newspaper, international newspaper, social media. I mean, mainstream, frontline newspaper, frontline media will be saying all manner of things against him, and he never one day responded. I remember during TBJ moments, one of the legal advisor of the church came out and was interviewed in that program, and he had a conversation, and he said when this allegation came up, that he knew as a legal advisor that this thing was unfounded. He said, let's sue them. Said, man of God was also said, leave them. How would they know? But how would they know us if they don't talk about? Leave them. Just leave them. He said he would treat it as if it is nothing. Okay. So just of recent, this is where I'm going to. I remember there was a man of God that came out, a man of God in Abuja that came out and said that there's a wizard. He was referring to Prophet Ibn. There's a wizard in Lagos. There's a chief wizard in Nigeria that is in Lagos and all that. He's, in front in the congregation, inside his church, and called him a wizard inside his church and insulted him. Daddy never responded anywhere. But just 2 days, somebody came out and said his miracles are fake. Right now, the guy that said that is in prison. The guy that said that is in prison right now for just to say that his miracle are fake. You want the guy to now present an evidence that the miracles are fake. Imagine that the teacher was like them, would have called him, okay, oh, you too, come and present evidence. Come and present evidence that I'm a wizard. How do you know that I'm a wizard? He wouldn't have been here today to do what he's doing. So he's now being served a cup of a tea, a little cup of the same tea is served to another person and is already crying. You see, so when I look at Prophet Tibisha, I look at the Scoan, it drives me crazy. Nobody can just be my father in the Lord. Nobody can absolutely be my father in the Lord. So guys, that is it. God bless you. See you.